What's going on, everybody? Making sure you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Do I need to turn up my own headphones? Oh, I need to replug my headphones back in. That's what it is. Sitting here talking, and I can't even hear myself. Yeah, now I gotta turn myself down. What's up, Major Killer? Hello, Master O Food. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if that's too loud, though, volume-wise. Let's see. We build an Exile lands or Isle. Sweet. Good stuff. Thank you, Major Killer. Let's do the Isle. And we'll do a little customization here. It has been a long time since I have played this game. Hey, Connor. Hey, Raymond. Doing good, Connor. This is Conan Exiles. Just getting things set up here. There's a couple things that I gotta change, like turn off full nudity, and switch it to none. Can't have any nudity here on the YouTubes. Okay, and then we're pretty much just gonna hack the system, and so I don't really care about any of this. Yeah, alright, whatever. Good enough for me. Just needed to turn off nudity. What is going on, everybody? You just finished Red Dead Redemption 2. That's awesome. Why'd you switch your handle, Raymond? You didn't have to. I just wanted you to know that. You didn't have to. But either way, glad you finished Red Dead. That's a good game. And it's definitely one of those iconic ones. Now, did you finish it, or did you just get to the epilogue? And I'm not going to like talk about the epilogue or anything like that. But yeah, that's a big part of it. I guess I should probably dump this into the Conan Discord. Whee! All right. You guys ever see the Isle of Sipta? Oh, I mean, you guys probably don't even know what this game is about. This is basically it's I don't know. It's a really hard way of explaining it. It's an open world like RPG game, but one of the biggest pieces of it is base building. And so, I don't know. It's a really cool one. What time is this stream going to end? Right after Arthur's death. Okay, all right. So you haven't gotten into the epilogue yet. All right, gotcha. Epilogue's fun. Enjoy the epilogue. Okay, so when's this stream going to end? Probably in 2 hours. Probably around 4 o'clock Pacific. That's what we do. But anyway, so this is the world of Conan the Barbarian. That's what this is. And you can build some of the biggest, most incredible bases, basically cities, by yourself. It's phenomenal. I have called it in the past Minecraft for like RPG players. What time you streaming Friday? I'm streaming when you're streaming, Major Killer, because we're going to play some Phasmophobia on Friday, and we're going to lock that one in. Nice. Okay, good job. There you go. All right. I'm really hoping that it accepted the turn off nudity here. Let's make sure. Hey, yeah, you got a loincloth. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, let's just randomize. What's going on with your beard, bro? There we go. That looks like me. All right, what religion are you? Where's the one that's like... Yeah, okay, the Frost Giant. That one's cool. I like that one. Give me your... I guess the Y would be probably silent. Alright, starting location. I have no idea what we're going to build on the Isle. I don't really play the Isle that much. Usually I'm doing the Exile lands. Alright, I'm changing some of your stuff, though. Changing some of your stuff. I can change your tit size? Whoa, look at that. Boob size. I didn't realize you could do that for dudes. Alright, and let's just go ahead. Let's just change this hair. Looking like an old dude. That'll do. Oh, yeah, look at that. You're in Virginia. I'm from Virginia. That's funny. I tell people I'm from DC, but that's how it works. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Honestly, splitting the difference would probably be the best for me. Cause like 130 is like typically when I can get on is right around 130. I did forget the Discord link. Thank you. That's not my Discord. That's the Conan Discord. Where's my Discord? There's my Discord. Never expire. There we go. Discord. And then pin. Thank you. Thank you, Master of Food. Appreciate that. All right, let's see. Yeah, my time zone. I'm in California, so I'm just on the other side of the country. All right, so let's see. I have been passaged to the exiled lands for unauthorized dismemberment, cultural appropriation, okay, and disobedience of a priest. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Sounds good, Connor. So I'm just going to turn on a lot of the admin controls, which is basically the console commands in this game, just to get to the building. They make it really easy. Like, there's a creative mode inside of this, but I honestly do not use the creative mode. I just use the console commands. But, all right, reacclimate myself with some of these controls. Not bad. Okay. Well, that makes things easy. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and just set this up properly. All right. Let's see here. Just insta-gear. You know what? I like the Catan set. Nah, not that set. Hang on. I'll just get some armor on real fast. Get some kind of weapons. Ooh, I haven't used these before. These are cool. Like that. Yeah, okay. That works for me. Rock this sword. Sweet. Alright. Oh, that's a shame, man. That's a shame. Well, at least you get to go on a family outing. That sounds like fun. Alright, let's find a place to build a base. That looks like some nice flat area. That looks like raised flat area right there. Alright, let's teleport there. Why can't Arthur just eat a health cure? It's the same reason why Eris from Final Fantasy VII can't just restore herself with a Phoenix down. Sometimes it doesn't make sense in the game logic. Oh, I should probably turn on some stuff here. Alright, no sprint cost, blah, 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 demigod, and fly. Okay. Alright, so is this where we want to start building? This little plateau? I'm okay with it. I like this one. Favorite flavor of Jolly Rancher? I'm a sour apple man. If I were to pick one. I kind of like this area. Can we do better, though? Might be able to do better. All right, let's go ahead and just put a marker down here as a potential. And then there was also this area over here. This looked potential, too. Jolly Rancher, it's like a hard candy that you just sit there sucking on. I'm trying to think of like an equivalent or something like that. But Jolly Ranchers are probably like the most popular ones here for us. All right, why is my fly not working? Oh, duh, because I need to turn on creative mode. Now fly is right there. Okay. Alright, so that's right next to an actual, like, enemy camp here. I mean, let's be honest here. There's only 2 good flavors of Jolly Rancher. Totally don't need to do this. Just felt like it. Sour apple and watermelon. Alright, so what you're saying is that there's nothing here that matters. I have a bunch of like cheats on, or not cheats, but I have like a bunch of admin controls on. Just kind of scouting out, looking for a good base location. I kind of like this like plains area, but I almost want to see if there's some different topography on the isle before we just lay down where we're going to do the base. Let's go check that like deserty area over there. This looks like fun. Yeah, let's check over here. Exactly. I mean, if you can even call it fruit flavoring. I don't know if I would call it fruit flavoring. Ooh. Ooh, I like this a lot better. The views are cleaner. And you got like this nice overlook of this. Yeah, okay, this is where we're going to do the base. Okay, don't even need to look at the other location. Yeah, all right. All right. So on the Isle of Sipta, there's a specific, a very specific building material. It's called storm glass. And so, again, I don't build like you're supposed to in the creative mode. I just spawn in what I want, and then go from there. So, okay, get some storm glass foundation, get some walls, doors, stairs with railings and out, corners, wedge foundations, frames. Well, I need the window frame too, don't I? The hell's the... There it is. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Yeah, it was. I guess that... Yeah. Alright, that'll do. And then a ceiling. That'll be enough for now. Actually, that wasn't the right button. There's the ceiling I need. Okay. Alright, so we can ditch this. Oh, didn't realize that I had all those too. Blue raspberry. Blue raspberry, I can't remember the last time I had a blue raspberry one. But that actually does sound pretty good for a Jolly Rancher. Okay. Let's get to work. How do we want to have this thing laid out? So I kind of want to use... Ooh. You know, let's keep traveling a little bit. Just a little bit. Go to first person mode. This ain't looking that bad up here, too. I think I might just do it up here. Get a nice view of everything around. Some cool wildlife out here, too. Like these wolves that just won't attack me. Again, I have a console command on that basically makes me a god. So, they can fight each other. Oh, that's like a little mini-boss. Oh, okay. Well, good luck, guys. Have fun with that. I did not mean to latch onto you. Okay. Onward. So... I always want to know how it continues. Let's see. Man, I'm like looking at these plateaus and I'm trying to think which one's going to be the best. I should probably just start building. Okay. So I've learned with this game, your first block needs to be at like the highest location. Otherwise, you might kind of screw some things up. Nope. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. All right. Good start. Guess that's actually going to be the higher location. Well, not really. Hang on, because this is double high. So let's go ahead and stack up. Yeah, we're still clear. So I think I'm going to build this one the same way I did the Black Ice Fortress. Just going to start kind of working the way around. Hang on, need a pickaxe. And you know what? Let's get a decent one at least, right? Okay. But yeah, let's lay out the perimeter, and then we'll come back in and kind of do some other stuff. What's going on, Jacob? I've built a fun pyramid in this game. They have like a whole Egyptian set. That's something that I like about Conan is they don't call them by the ethnicities that they actually are, but like there's a whole Chinese set, there's a Japanese set, I think there's even a Korean set. They have a lot of different ethnicities. Like a lot of different ethnicities covered in this game, and they've done a really great job kind of showing off a lot of different building styles and aesthetics and things like that. It's one of the things that I appreciate the most about this game is you're not just building like a base, you know, you're actually like building potentially a semi-historically accurate civilization, you know. Yeah, ramen too. That's unfortunate. I guess it's not really unfortunate because German's your main language. Like, and I get how it works. Like, you guys speak English because you can speak English. You speak English on this channel because I need you to speak English. So I know it's on me, not you guys. All right, just clearing some of this out. What am I building? I have no idea. I'm kind of just freestyling. It's been a while since I've built a base in Conan, and so I figured I'd just kind of freestyle it and build another mega base. Because why not, right? RC2? Okay. Let's head back over this way. I'm trying to get like an idea for the total size that we're going to be working on, you know? Or working with, rather. RC car too? I like it. I like it a lot. May I give you a suggestion? Of course, you guys always can. I'd never mind this feedback and suggestions. I remember this was one of the first games that I ever really found like a passion for building bases in video games. And I used to play this with my college roommates a lot. And so we would all kind of like get together and have like LAN parties and stuff like that. Well, I mean, I guess it wasn't really a LAN party in 2010 or whatever year. And so we would always play this game together, having a blast, right? But it's kind of one of those games where you have to keep a server running if you want to play multiplayer and stuff like that. And so we kept a server running for a while. And I ended up being just the only one who was in it consistently, just building our massive base up. Hey, May, it's good to see you, buddy. A prison? I could do prison. Hang on, let me see. Let me check something real fast. Okay, so there are a bunch of cages. And I do have access to a lot of them. I could make a prison. Sure, why not? Let's make a prison. Let's make a hilltop prison. Little, like, torture area. I like it. Doing good, Maze. How you been? Look at this bear. bear with the saber-toothed teeth. All right, let's... Guess we gotta chop this tree down now too, right? All right, this outfit's kind of weird. I'm gonna just switch it up. I feel like it has no armor or protection. Let's find some new clothes. No. Ooh, the veneer set. Hang on. I like this set. This is a fun set. Oh, I can't spawn that one. Hang on, can I spawn the other? No, I don't have that. No. No. Make a dungeon. I like it. We'll of course have a dungeon inside of our little jail that we're doing here. Oh, this is a set I know I have. No, really? Could have sworn I had that one. All right. Well, I've used this set before, so we'll go ahead and use this one. Sounds good, Jacob. We'll see you in 15 minutes when you tell us that you don't need to sleep. All right. Just shift up this armor real fast. Something with a little bit more not gonna kill me. Like as soon as I take one hit. Okay, there we go. Enjoy that sleam. Awkward. All right. Let's see. He'll be back when he gets hungry. I'd believe it. I'd believe it. Alright, I guess I'm just going to start by making a little cube. Just to kind of, or not cube, but like, just complete this thing. Oh no, we're back on baiting. You guys and your baiting. Wow, if I actually just lined it up properly without trying, I'm going to be impressed by myself. Master O-baiting. I feel like that would be another word that I wouldn't be able to pronounce if somebody had that as their username in their native tongue. All right. Oh, block that wolf. Oh, douche. Wolf got in. All right, so we are locked in. This will be the main area of the base, and then I'll of course add some more stuff here. But we got some work to do. So we got 2 developer codes, or well, keys, Steam keys, for a couple of city building games. And so later this week, Jay's going to be streaming Urbo, and I'm going to be streaming Diplomacy is Not an Option, which is a city building RTS, which I'm a big fan of. Don't think it'd work as a channel name. Probably not. Probably not. You know what, though? I bet that a fishing channel with the name Masturbating would probably get the most viral attention ever if it is not already done. Exactly. Yeah. Fishing products into a... Oh, wait, you said finishing products. Yeah, of course. We typically either put them into shorts or I'll do like a full video tour of all the mega bases that we film during the live streams here. And anytime that we release a new mega base, we'll do just that. I mean, yeah. I think Raymond was here for that. Again, and Ramen, I hope you know, I'm 99, like I'm pretty sure you know that you are Raymond. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But I don't care. Like, doesn't matter to me. And so, yeah, we're just gonna say if I accidentally call you Raymond, that's why. I thought you were here for that. My wife sitting in the other room, just laughing ridiculously hard every single chat message that comes in. That was so much fun. Sounds good, Connor. I appreciate that, and always good to see you, buddy. Enjoy your family gathering. What's going on here? Why can't I destroy this fence? I feel like that's something that I should be able to destroy. Well, we should just be able to build over it, right? Yeah. So we'll be able to build over it when we get here. All right, finish chopping all this down real fast. It's not a bad name at all. All right. See, I think this is one of the things that I love about Conan Exiles is, again, you can just build these massive bases, and the area that we've picked out is perfect for that. Just need to clear it out real fast. Yeah. All right. Is that all the trees? These couple left. Then we got to take out the rocks. All right, to do a couple pieces underground, or not underground, but like dungeony, we need to do some low points. So we'll figure that out in a few minutes. Display chat on screen while recording. If you're using OBS, what you could do is set up a screen share, like a display capture, and then literally display capture your YouTube chat feed or your OBS chat feed. So I think that would probably be your best bet. That's at least what I would do. Because like the live sub count that you guys see on the screen, that's literally just a website browser that we have OBS reference every single time that we log in. And so that's how we're able to do the live sub count. Like a lot of the stuff that you see on the screen, it's not as complicated as a lot of people think it is. And so like the join our Discord, that's just a transparent PNG overlay kind of thing. Streamlabs should be able to do kind of the same thing. And so you just need to set up a new display capture and then just put the display capture over the right place. All right, so I think that I might be able to get away with not dealing with these rocks. So let's go ahead and not deal with these rocks. All right, first things first, finish the perimeter. I get it. I need to watch more streams. That's something that I keep telling myself on a regular basis. Like, I just have not really had much free time, especially within the past couple of weeks here. And so I definitely need to be watching some more streams. Get my stream on. There's a couple of creators, bigger creators that I follow that I love their content. And so like a lot of the horror games that come out, I see them first on the Outer Middle show. And so yeah, there's like 10 videos from Outer Middle show that I want to catch up on. I would imagine that's a little frustrating there, Maze. Sorry you're going through that, buddy. I love how satisfying building is in this game. Like, versus a lot of the other games that we do on this channel, like Sons of the Forest, it's a more intricate building mechanic. And so in my mind, it actually takes a lot more practice to kind of make a base look good in that. Whereas like this, you can just zone out and have fun. Look at that bear trying to get into my base. See, I told you, Jacob. I told you back when you said that sleep was not for you. Sorry, you couldn't get any sleep, bro. You used to watch the Outer Middle show? He's a good creator. He is a very good creator. Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing that you can do is just keep troubleshooting. You'll figure it out, man. You're a bright kid. You're not even a kid. You're a bright guy. I call everybody kid because there's a movie, Grandma's Boy. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. I could not tell you who any of the main actors are except for like Nick Swartzen's in it. But Grandma's Boy, it's a you always come. Who's that? That's Daniel, right? But yeah, Grandma's Boy. If you guys have never seen it, that is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's about a 40-year-old. He's either 30 or 40, and I want to say he's like 35 or something like that. But he's like a 35-year-old video game tester, and it's just a hilarious movie. You know, I just don't want to spoil it if anybody hasn't seen Grandma's Boy. It's an older movie, you know, but it still checks out. So I highly recommend that you guys go check that one out if you haven't seen Grandma's Boy. I love all the wildlife here on the Isle versus the exiled lands. Nice. How was your first day at school, Ramen? Hope you had fun. I've said it before, but I liked school. Like I liked school growing up. And then I liked it so much that I went to college twice. So apparently I liked it. Wait, Ann. Dude, I'm for it. I'm glad that our community is actually developing more streamers and like building stuff out. I want to find a way so we could all like work together and help each other grow faster too. Because that's how we got our first channel monetized so quick. Is we built a network of people that would all work together to share content. So that's peculiar, dude. Oh, you know what I just realized? I have like none of my actual bars on. Derp. Where's the GUI stuff? Enable streaming mode. I should probably have streaming mode on. Whoops. Alright, whatever. You know what? I'm not going to worry about a bar. Not going to worry about a bar. It looks like day one is ending. There's like a time delay in the default settings, and I didn't play with that, so that's what's going on. Well, that's fun. That seems like a fun time. Life was easier when you were a kid, but you couldn't do anything like really fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. Sorry. Figured I'd go ahead and just freeze it at 12 o'clock noon so I didn't have to deal with it. What is happening? Who's growling at what over here? Oh, no. Oh, there. That's what's fighting. Let them keep fighting. That's weird, dude. Man, that's weird that you're having that many issues with OBS. Like, peculiar. Man, I almost feel like I need to just box this. Alright, let's treat it like leftovers. Let's just box it out real fast. This won't take long. Just gotta go to this corner up here. Oh, well now I realized why we didn't box it out. I wonder if we're gonna be able to reach that. Oh, that's like right on the edge. Don't like that. All right, well, we'll make it look good, even though we're going to have a little bit of an overhang here. But it at least stops. So it will at least, like, we don't have to keep going past that. So we'll go ahead and keep it like that. Okay. Did I decide to help the natives? I think so. I think so. That's typically how I play games. Like, that's something that I learned from, like, old Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, like Coder, is that the good path is typically a lot more challenging, but it's 10 times more rewarding. And so, like, when you play as, like, a Jedi, what are they called? Counselor or whatever? The, like, real Force users on the Jedi side, there's not many, like, damaging spells, Force abilities, but you get more rewards, you get more fun storylines, that type of thing. So that's how I've always kind of approached it. That's probably going to be a better, like, a good bet. Yeah, Maze. I think that that's actually a really smart idea, man. You know what's funny is I know that this is going to be like a 2-hour stream, and we're already like 30 minutes into it, but this is all we've done so far is just make a giant box. So can you see why I like building mega bases in this game? I think the Black Ice Fortress took me about 50 hours in total. Then there's another one that's like this Japanese monastery that we did. Like, I'll actually, I kind of want to show that one to Dill since he's working on a Japanese style base in Sons of the Forest. But yeah, the Japanese base that I did, super proud of that one. The only thing that I'm not proud of is because everything was so monotonous, I used a couple of the Chinese piece sets to kind of break it up. And so, like, you can look at it, and obviously there's some Chinese characters on it, there's some Japanese characters on it. It's all over the place. Building bosses? You mean bases? Yeah, it's kind of what we do. Kind of what we do. Really what happened is I've been, like, working in YouTube and, like, content creation for about, hang on, I got, like, a mustache hair going right on my nostril. And that's the most annoying thing in the world. I swear, when I'm streaming, I promised you guys, I don't pick my nose or anything, but I try to get mustache hairs out of my nostril because it is the most annoying thing in the world when you have an unruly mustache hair. Anywho, all right, is this the top level? This is top level. Nice. So what was I talking about? Building boxes, what you're supposed to do? Not necessarily. Like, in this game especially, wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, wait, no, that's a bad example. Here, you know what? I can do it like this. In this game, they give you the ability to build mostly circles, too. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's well, there goes my intelligence out the door. Yeah, so there's a 6-sided shape that I can't remember the name of right now. Hexagon? Not hexagon. Whatever. You guys get the idea. So you can build circular shapes in this game, which is a little bit different from other base building games. And so, huh. That's peculiar, Maze. I'm sorry you're dealing with that, dude. Like, I'm really, like, feeling for you here, man. Because, like, I've never encountered issues like that while setting up either Streamlabs or OBS. And actually, to be honest with you guys, I just shut Streamlabs off this last, like, right now, this stream. And in fact, let me delete this real fast. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, remove the alert box from the stream transition. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. But I removed Streamlabs from the stream because, I don't know, I have this theory that it's hurting my visibility. Every time that I turn it on, we get like 1/10 of our normal viewership. And for the past 2 weeks, our viewership has been 1/10 of what it's been. And so it has just been grueling trying to figure out why we can't get any views on any of our content right now. So, Either way, I think if I'm being honest with you, I think what it really comes down to is we used to stream and do a lot of Pal World content. And with the Pal World content, that game actually has a relatively younger audience. And I think that with school starting back up, a lot of people just don't have time to hang out on YouTube anymore, you know? Like, no shade or anything like that. It's just how it is. Love the view from up here. This right here is why we're building at this location. Love this view. Love that shipwreck too. That's just a spawn location. That's just one of your spawn locations. It's not like that's a special shipwreck. Everything in box form. True. See, but that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I love Conan, is the sheer amount of options that they give you for everything. Like, here, I'll give you a good example because you're talking about wood cutting. All right, if I go to the wood cutting tables, everything over here, these are independent building materials that I can just grab, and the search result says wood. So these all have the word wood in them and give you an idea of everything that you need. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It wouldn't be called wood. It would be called carpenter. Okay, so check this out. There's, actually, that's not that many. What is it then? Is it the smelter? No. Blacksmith table? There you go. Okay, so there's, just to give you an example, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different styles of just the blacksmith table, and they all range from, like, just to give you a couple examples here, the blacksmith tables in this game will range from something that's like this big, right? Like, that's a fully functional blacksmith table, or that's a fully functional blacksmith table, that right there. And they do pretty much, I'm pretty sure they do like the exact same thing, but like take it a step further. Where's the campaign? No, that's the one that I just did. Hang on 2 seconds. Okay, so that's the campaign, so I want the garrison one. And then I think this is the biggest. Yeah, so like that's one of the bigger ones. But like there's so many different building materials, there's so many different aesthetics and styles and stuff. I personally think that this is one of the greatest building games of all time. Damn, the trees respawned. Alright, well, whatever. If we build close to them, they won't. Alright, so where are our little dungeons gonna be? This is a good location for one. Nice flat area here. Hang on. Okay, I want to go to where, like, this buries. Not bad. Okay. So this doesn't go past here. That is one thing that I appreciate about these games. When you're building multiple levels, you want to have the basements figured out before you get too much into it. So, all right, so let's see here. And then we want to have this whole area be the basement, right? Okay. Oops. Not mean to put that there, but you know what? We don't need to delete it. Yeah, blacksmith table with 5 other tables. Exactly. Waste a ton of space in this game. But that's why they give you the ability to build so big. It's so you can waste that space. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Might have gone a little too high on this last one, but it's all good. really, I mean, like, this is just the base of it. We're still going to have to build a wall on the side of it. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Wasup Dill, good to see you. Okay. I should probably just go into first person mode, though, and make this a little bit easier. Really? That far? Sure. Why not? Still don't have a general idea of how this is going to look, but if we're making like a prison jail type thing, then it's going to look really bleak. I know that. That's what I also appreciate. It's not competition. Like, that's one thing I love about YouTube is there's just more for, like, there's more than enough for everybody to eat. And so it's a fun situation. I encourage everybody to stream, whether you've tried it before or not. You learn a lot of cool skills from just doing it. Even if, like, you stream to nobody or like a handful of people like I am right now, you learn a lot of skills and you can still find ways to make it really, really fun and really successful. So, just my 2 cents. Not that anybody asked for it, right? There we go. And then just one more. I wonder if anybody's ever, like, figured out the hieroglyphics on the side of this. Because, like, if you look at this real close, there's all these hieroglyphic symbols on it. And I'm sure that because of how this game works, like, there's definitely a language of the ancients. And so I am sure that somebody has taken the time to translate what's on the side of the storm glass. Chop this tree down again. Once you build something in this game, the resources don't respawn next to it. So it's pretty straightforward. And we won't have to deal with that tree again. Okay. So this is going to be a little basement. There you go. No, Lumi, this is Conan Exiles. Specifically, Conan Exiles Age of War. Which, if you're not familiar with how Conan works, is it's one of those games that's always evolving. And so since the inception, like, it was just called Conan Exiles. And then they've been adding different ages to introduce different features and mechanics over the years. So there was like Age of Sorcery, then Age of War, and all that fun stuff. I like Age of War. Got like war horses and stuff. Don't want to get rid of that one. Oh, what happened? Oh, I was crouching. Like, what's going on here? I feel silly. Okay. Nice. I wish Ark Survival looked this good, man. But this game is so well optimized for what it is. And so I do wish that other games would kind of follow suit in what Conan Exiles produced. Kind of. I've played Ark before. I played the most recent one, and I think I've mentioned it's the only game I've ever had to refund because it was just so unoptimized. And so I'll probably get back into Ark in the future. Yeah, that's a thing. So that is definitely a thing. We did just get approved on a streaming website recently, though. And so we're going to be working with some indie developers to be streaming some indie games. Because one of the reasons why I love this channel and I created Base Legend was because we knew that base building in video games is kind of an under-supported feature in gaming communities. Like, if you're playing an FPS, you're going to want to play the FPS side of it, right? You're not going to want to play the base building side. So all those games like Vane and DayZ and Rust and all of those, like, yeah, there's a big emphasis on base building, but what's the real emphasis? Looting, scavenging, etc. So that's really why we started Base Legend. We knew that it was an under-supported niche that a lot of people really, really liked. And so we delivered. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. I've seen a lot of clips of the original Ark, so that makes a lot of sense. Alright, so that'll be one of our underground dungeons. I guess you can't really call it underground if we're building it above ground, right? Yeah. Let's put another one kind of smack dab in the middle here. Right about here. Just stretch it out. Only reason I'm doing this is so I can make sure that I don't mess up the placements. Keep everything kind of in the right position. But yeah, this way we can block this thing. Which, I mean, realistically, the whole thing's going to get blocked, but yeah, you get the idea. Chop, chop. I'm not a big fan when developers do that, when they just kind of reskin existing properties. Like, I get it, but I'm not a big fan, you know? It's the same reason why movies are just so rinsed and repeated these days. It's because there's no money in streaming versus what it used to be with the box office. And so it's so much easier to rehash an existing script or IP where you can even potentially have some of the original actors or props still around, you know, than it is to make your own stuff. There you go. There you go. That's why I have yet to play Payday 3, because I agree with you entirely on that one, Lumi. I want to see more from it, you know, like Payday 2 had such a great business model because you could just buy the heists that really interest you. And I feel like they kind of dropped the ball when they shifted to 3 because they released it with only, what, like 6 heists or something like that? Like, I get it, you know, you want to make money in the long run, but at least ship. I'm not even one of those people that's like, oh, you got to be shipping quality finished product. Like, no, I'm not one of those people. But at least ship me something that I'm not going to beat in like a few hours and charge me a multiple day experience price point, you know? Like that's all I'm trying to say. 7 Days to Die, that's on the wish list. That is for sure on the wish list. I think, if I'm being honest with you guys, the next couple games that are on the wish list that are going to probably make it into the streams are going to be Grounded and DayZ. Because DayZ's on sale right now. And so I might pick up a copy of DayZ while it's on sale. Grounded, obviously, you guys know. I shouldn't say that you guys know. But yeah, you guys should know that Daniel and a few other people consistently tell me to play Grounded on this channel, so I'm going to give it a shot one of these days. What? I don't think I've ever seen Dill mad at anybody before. We are family. I got all the base builders with me. Sorry, that was really lame. That was like the lamest thing I think I've ever done on this stream. It was not good at all. Wait, what was this? Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's like there's only like a couple heists. It's really basic. You know, there's not much to it. That's like directly what I've heard about it. And so, all right, yeah, guess I'm going to be holding off on getting Payday 3 for a while. Okay, so this, man, that's really going to be the bottom level. It's going to be this high. Wow. Kind of sucks a little bit. I guess it's about the same as the other one, right? Maybe just like one block off. Okay. Then one more level, and we got our next floor. I guess I should just build up the wall too. That's a pretty cool Discord update. I like that update. They need to do more updates like that. I like those updates that kind of take other tools away. Because like Jay and I, we use Slack and also Discord. Like it's Discord for you guys, and then we transfer files to each other and stuff like that through Slack. Because Slack gives you up to a gig. And so, yeah, I really hope we could switch to Discord fully in the future. Oh, wait, that's a bad thing. It's going the other way, I'm guessing. That's unfortunate. I mean, but that's realistically, though, it's like people who use ad blockers on YouTube. Like, I get it. You want to directly improve your experience. But at the same time, like, there's creators out there, myself included, who have ad revenue monetized channels. And so anytime somebody comments on, like, one of my videos on the other channel, it's just like, thank God I have my ad blocker on. It's like, I know it's like 5 cents or something like that, but at the same time, dude, it's like, this is how I make my money. And so, yeah, I'm kind of right in the same way. Hey, Jay. How you doing, Jay? Sounds good, Maze. You have a great rest of your one. But that's kind of why Discord would roll that stuff back, man, and they're only going to 10 megabytes. Because they're trying to make a little bit more money, so that way they can keep the service overall free for everybody. It's like YouTube. If too many people use ad blockers and the advertisers stop paying for ad space on YouTube, then YouTube can't pay their creators more, and so then there's no more incentive for YouTubers to create content. And it's kind of this massive double-edged sword that I don't think a lot of people understand. When you try to cheat the system tends to fuck you over. So Jay said that he might be coming on with a stream of Urbo. You said maybe even tonight. I never want to hold you guys to it because, like, you saw me. I had a schedule of streaming all week last week, and I think I streamed maybe a day or two last week. I was just having a really off week. But either way, yeah, Jay, let us know. Let us know if you're able to do it tonight. I want to check that out. You always stream during dinner, like when I'm eating dinner with the family. And then we go into like bedtime mode with our daughter and get her ready for bed. And so I try to catch as much of your streams as possible, but sometimes it's just a little tricky. That is a terrifying beta update. I hope they never add something like that. Like already, like the 3 or 4 skippable or non-skippables drive me crazy. Even though they're like 15 seconds, they drive me crazy. And there's some creators who opt in to longer advertisements. So there's some calming sensory program that we toss on for my daughter whenever she's like really, really wound up. So like one of them is these like mini cooking shows, right? Like where like they're baking mini cakes and stuff like that, like really cute stuff. That creator, and I mean, I'm not trying to knock them because I'm pretty sure it's a her, but not, I mean, it could just be a whole company involved. But either way, that creator does like 45-second to 1-minute non-skippable ad placements. And like, whatever, not trying to knock you, you know, like make your money, make that cash. But at the same time, watching like 5 or 6 ads back to back to back before getting to the 30-minute piece of content that I was clicking on initially, it can get a little grueling. And so I'm glad that there's other ways YouTube is monetized. Like this, I know this might sound really controversial because I know a lot of people will never do it. I'm a YouTube Premium member. I pay a monthly subscription to YouTube so that way I have an ad-free experience, and also I have like all these other features, and I can download videos for when I don't have internet access and all this other stuff. And so highly recommend that type of stuff. Yeah, that is really sad though. I really hope that they never do something like that permanently, or it's something that creators opt into. Okay, so we got these 2 dungeon-y areas. It's nice. It's pretty. You know what? I have a fun idea. All right, hang on. Hang on. It's going to be a little silly, but that's what we're all about here at Base Legend, right? Being silly. Nope, not that button. That button. Boom. Okay. And then boom. Yeah, I know. This is ridiculous, right? Oh, it's one short? I didn't realize that it was one lower. Okay. Well, if that's the case... No. I want to keep it like this, and I'll add some stairs there. Okay. So then we'll put it... Which direction we want to go? This way. All right. And there's solitary confinement. You know, it's funny. There's so many like prison options in this game. You know, like options for making a prison. But I've legitimately never bothered with like trying this type of a setup, like making an actual dungeon type thing. Spotify. Oh yeah, no Spotify ads. I actually, there's a lot of like, I work in advertising, right? So I thoroughly enjoy watching other people's ads, because it tells me if my ads are like in line, like, you know, the same kind of par as what's out there already. So yeah, I like watching ads, which I know some people, again, I know I'm weird. Like, I know that I am a weird person when it comes to this stuff. Am I making a castle? I was thinking about doing something, but I've already done castle building this. And then one of the chat members, Connor, suggested I make a jail. And then I think it was Master of Food said dungeon kind of right around the same time. So we'll give both of them credit for that one. I'm going to stand on that one. Dylan, I'm going to disagree with you. Pirating games is bad for everybody. Yes. Rockstar's CEO is a multimillionaire. You know, like Todd Howard over at Bethesda, he's rich as shit. And, like, I get it. Bethesda does not need more money. Rockstar does not need more money. There's still entry-level positions at those places that are working for, like, the union minimums or, like, literally bare minimum pricing. And so I actually am one of those people that there's some studios that, like, I refuse to pay full price for their games. I've mentioned I will not pay full price for an Obsidian title. You know, too many disappointments from Obsidian. But I'm not going to pirate their product because there's still a lot of people that are going to be eating off of that product. You know what I mean? And it's not just the devs, or excuse me, it's not just the C-level. It's a lot of the devs, and it fuels future projects. It fuels, like, prevents layoffs from having to happen, a lot of that type of stuff. And so I do partially, I'm just going to say, I disagree, you know, about it being like that. I kind of think that it should be. All pirating is bad when it comes to games. Now, there's a few exceptions, like when an indie developer says, if you can't afford my game, please pirate it. I think that is an awesome move for a lot of developers to follow. And I would love to see more developers do that. And so if that's the case, because I know that's been like, that recently happened. An indie dev of a title that I can't remember right now said, if you can't afford my game, go pirate it. And I thought that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen a developer ever say. Like, I care more about you experiencing the art that I have produced than I do about profiting on my art. That takes passion, you know. Got a great deal of respect for people who do stuff like that. All right, so this is solitary confinement. That's what this is. Just to give it a little bit, you know, like just a little hope out that glass window there. Okay, and then, man, I almost want to wall this as opposed to putting foundation here. I'm gonna phrase that, I am gonna wall this as opposed to putting foundation. Excuse me. Hang on. That's better. And that's 2 high, 3 high. That's 3 high. This should at least be double high. I remember when I used to work on like indie game teams and stuff like that. There were a couple times when we would publish our game on Steam, and then a lot of people don't understand this, but it's not like when you publish a game on Steam, you can just give away free copies of that game infinitely, you know, unless like you have your price point set to free. The way that it works is you actually have to request from Steam that they provide you with keys of your own game. And so when we released one of the titles, which I could show you one of the games that I've done a little bit of, I didn't do any like development work, but I did marketing for it. I still have one of them, and then I got booted out of the other one for my developer code, and so I can't play that one anymore. But whatever, that was a free running like platforming game. It was cool in concept. I liked the concept of it. But honestly, I don't know what happened to that development or team. Didn't really end on good terms with the head of that studio. But either way, yeah, I could play Bit Evolution one of these days. What are you doing? That was a terrible place for you to go. And then floor. Yeah, do it right. Come on. I swear, sometimes this is the most annoying part of base building, is when you're building your guts. But it's the most important part. Okay. Alright, now cap that off so it looks like it's just part of the main floor. Alright, and cap this off. Didn't mean to do that one. I think I put one inside here. Yep. Beautiful. So I'm pretty pumped for Friday's stream. Never actually gotten to stream with one of you guys before. For the, just in general. Actually, it's been a long time since I've gamed with anybody. Except for like Jay, which I mean, I guess Jay is somebody. But it's been just a long time since I gamed with like just random people or people I don't really know all too well. So it'll be a really good time. Really good time. All right, so we got 2 main dungeons. We got our little solitary confinement room there. They were actually all here before you got here. And so Jacob was on, but he was talking about Saleem. Master of Food was on. I think you were here when Master of Food was on. But yeah, like all the regs, they were here earlier. And then there's been a few people that I haven't seen in a while, like 17 Dragonfishes and stuff like that. But I'm sure they're around. Oh, is this ready to fill in? So the way I want to fill this in is actually saving myself a massive headache. I'm just debating if I want to do like one more basement-ish room. I do. I do, but it's not going to be that big of one. It's just going to be over here. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I want. Let's get rid of some of these rocks real fast. But that's kind of how streaming's been lately, Dill. Kind of ever since school started back up again. Getting views on streams has been kind of arduous, you know? It's taking a lot for YouTube to source where the content goes, I guess. What's going on, human? Hope you're doing well there. But yeah, like it's been weird ever since like school started and a few other things too. All right, let's ditch some of this inventory here. Just walking around with so much crap on my person. I'm even just gonna ditch these benches and stuff, just respawn them in. Okay. Beautiful. Look at that. But it'll bounce back. It always does. I think a lot of times whenever our viewership on this channel goes down, it's because we're streaming either content that's gone stale or we're just too diverse in the content that we do. And so YouTube, a lot of times it gets confused about how to serve content. So like the short that I posted today, where it's like Gwen getting scared from one of our horror game streams that we did the other day. I think it's a funny one. I personally think it's hilarious. That short, it's gotten only viewed by like 8 people or something at this point, which is obscenely low, like ridiculously low. But it's only been seen by 8 people. It's been served to like 9, you know? And so it has a 90% click-through rate or watch rate, you know, like 90+% of people are watching it. They're not swiping away. So it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, why is YouTube not serving our content further? So it's been a weird couple of weeks with YouTube. And this is happening on my other channel too. Like the stock and financial news channel. Like we have content that is just not moving right now. So it is what it is. Okay. Little corner room here. I kind of like this. You know what? I think I'm going to do one on the other corner too. And ditch this. Ditch this. Yeah, I like that. Ditch that one. And that one too. Okay. Just to give it some depth. And also some natural light inside. Okay. Yeah, no worries, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope she's doing good. We should do that again soon. That'd be fun, Jay. Doing a Once Human stream. It's been a while since I don't even know if I still have it on my computer. I might have uninstalled it to save some space for like GTA or something like that. But I just need to double check. Alright, let me see how wide this is real fast. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 by 8. Easy enough. I like when I do things like very simply for myself, you know? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. So again, just keep it all simple. Ooh, a new season? Okay, I'd be down. I mean, to relocate, like, it's not like my base has really done anything. And I mean, even so, like, it's not like bases in that game get deleted. They're, like, saved to your character. So I'm for it. I'm always for. I just, again, it's always about finding the time. go back up. So it looks like this one actually has the ability to be deeper than the other one. Let's check that out real quick. Just to see how deep we can get it. Wow. Okay. Okay, so it needs to at least be this tall. Which is pretty easy. I mean, that's a decent height. It's just, I think, one off of the other one. So that's not bad. What happened with Fallout London? I need to get back to Fallout London. Actually, I haven't opened it in a while. But, like, I was super excited about doing that stream. And then the game just, because of that Bethesda update, was not working well. And so I definitely want to get back into Fallout London. You know what? We might do that this week. It's still installed on my computer. And they have some mods that really, like, make it better, apparently. And so I think that's definitely doable. Love that. Might have to play with some of the resource regenerating stuff, because some of these trees, I don't know how close they're gonna get, but either way. All right, so this one's gonna have a lot more natural light than the other one with an extra window. Oop, those are backwards. What are you doing? Why are you not clicking on that? Okay, something ain't right here. Why are you being difficult? Don't let Bethesda win. I never would. And don't get me wrong, like Bethesda, if I were to pick one, is probably one of my, it's probably my favorite game studio. And so, yeah. I will never let them win, but I will always respect what they what they bring to the table. All right, add these on here. All right, so I think we got enough underground rooms, you know? Yeah, I think it's time to go ahead and cap this thing. Let's see here. So to cap this, I'm not going to build a bunch. This is Conan Exiles, Age of War. To cap this, I have no intention of doing all bricks on this, but I almost feel like I need to. Otherwise, I'm going to do columns all over the place. Yeah, all right. This is going to take a little bit, everybody, but I hope y'all don't mind. All right, first things first, we'll go ahead and put some flooring here just to block this all off. Oh, is it enough? Wow, without a column, hell yeah. That was my biggest concern, is that I was going to have to do those rooms with columns inside of them. I will figure out the best ways to get into these. But for right now, let's go ahead and just get some flooring down on them. Oops, shit, come on. What else has End Knight made besides The Forest and Sons of the Forest? I feel like I should know this, but I don't. And so enlighten me if you wouldn't mind, Dill. I kind of am really curious, because I thought it was just those two games. If we're talking like indie developers, I think Creepy Jar takes the cake too. Like, because Green Hell went through, what, 21 free updates of a game that was released like 7, 8 years ago or something like that. Like, I got a lot of respect for stuff like that. Larian with Divinity 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. like that's a game I play with Gwen, is Divinity 2. And now that I've mentioned it, I'm going to probably ask her if she wants to play. But that's also one of those games where, like, it's kind of slow and dry, too. I do want to check out Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3, of course, the one that just came out. That's the story that I recently read about. I can't remember his name, but the creator of Dungeons and Dragons would like sneak off and stuff like that in the middle of the night, and his wife would get really concerned, and to the point where she thought that he was having an affair on her. And so the developer of Dungeons and Dragons, his wife followed him one day to a meeting, if you will, and watched him go into the basement of a house or something. She was like, oh, she has to be cheating on me. And so she barges in, and she found him with like 5 of his buddies hunched over a table playing Dungeons and Dragons, or what was going to become Dungeons and Dragons. I think that's one of the funniest stories of all time. All right. Storm glass. Need columns. Or I guess pillars is what they're called in this game. Forget the stairs for now. Alright, so having just one column in this would look really cheesy, wouldn't it? Did I miss? I totally missed. Okay, and then we'll do one directly across from it. Really? Why are you not latching to that pillar? What's going on here, bro? Because it was at the wrong spot, that's why. Okay, there it is. Okay. Now we got this big one to do. This one actually I think might be a little easier to do, just because of the positioning here. Gotta love when you can get into a rhythm like this with your building clicks. Latina Studios? I have no idea what games they've produced. Larian Studios, though, produces Baldur's Gate, like Baldur's Gate 3, the like critically acclaimed game that just came out. They also have done the Divinity series, but they do turn-based RPGs that are some of the most intricate games you'll ever play in your entire life. Like, they include some of the most elemental stuff and like just the most unique world mechanics, you know what I mean? Every single character can be killed, whether it's a quest giver or not. You know, like it's one of those games where what you see is what you get, and you can kind of turn it into anything. And Larian is probably the best at that type of game. They truly make one of the greatest RPGs to kind of ever exist, in my opinion. And again, this is just my opinion, but I know that I'm not alone in that opinion. Like, Skyrim probably learned a lot. Like, the Skyrim dev team at Bethesda probably learned a lot from watching Larian Studios, and like how they've basically turned the intricacy that is Dungeons and Dragons, and they have turned it into one of the most critically acclaimed, like, successful RPGs that has ever existed. I might be a little biased, but like they're a damn good studio. And they give a damn about like their, like Jay's saying, like they really listen to their audience. I can't remember the specific story of this specific thing. Hang on, before I get too far, I need to at least pop holes in these so that way I can make sure I'm not like destroying them as I go. But yeah, Larian's one of the most impressive studios that has ever existed. Just to make sure. I'm kind of impressed that we didn't need to use columns for this other part, like this part of the base. But I guess because it was so close to the ground. And then I'm not going to worry about anything for this little box. Don't worry about that little guy. Nope. Man, so I'm going to be lucky if I just finish the foundation of our next base here in Conan today. Oops. Oh, come on. There we go. Weak. Still, once we get this whole wall teared down, we are going to have to I'm sorry, not wall teared down, but after we get this whole like foundation laid, we are going to have to add some walls, so this thing's even going to get even higher than it currently is, which I think is going to be ridiculous, but it's how we do. Wasoo! What browser do I use? I use Chrome primarily. For some other stuff I use Edge. DuckDuckGo? I don't think I've ever heard of DuckDuckGo. But yeah, I'm simple. I use Chrome. I use a lot of Google products. Like YouTube is a big part of my life, not just from how I make money on the other channel. Because this channel, let's be honest here, this channel is making money now. But it's a ways before I'm going to look at it and say it's successful. But it's going to get there soon. I know that. Know that for sure. So if you can kind of like create a situation where you can like just block out one of these rocks. Yeah, shouldn't have to. No, really? Making me break this? It's always annoying when that type of stuff happens, right? Now we gotta sit here and wait for all the rocks to disappear. Oof, that was dumb. Duck, duck, go. There you go. See, Jay is my technical guy. All the stuff that you guys know that are like, Kevin, why are you so technically illiterate? Jay's my like go-to guy. He's the one who like, he's like, hey, we should probably be using this tool and stuff like that. Just trying to do this as quickly as possible, but as much as I want to use like just flooring pieces to do this, I know that if I use the foundation, I won't have to use as many pillars when I go to actually build up. And one of my most recent bases, I made the mistake of doing it with flooring as opposed to foundations, and it created a situation where I wasn't able to build up, like I was just saying, because I would have to like break into the floor. Is that on target? Yeah, that's still on target. I had to like break into the floor each time that I couldn't lay down like a roof or something, and so that build took forever to do. I agree with that too. Like, don't get me wrong, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great game, but I don't think it was a labor of love as much as I thought it was a labor of profit. Which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, some developers, some studios, they're in it to make money, you know, and they don't hide that. EA looking at you. But, yeah, for the most part, I would much rather give it to, like, an indie dev or, like, an up-and-coming dev or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I remember when Red Dead Online was first launched. I dove into it pretty much the day it came out because I loved Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, it was such a great game, right? Like, such a great game. But I dove into Red Dead Redemption Online when it first released, and there was nothing to do. Like, nothing to do. So all you would end up doing is hunting. And so every single player would hunt, or, like, they'd rob a train or something like that. But it was nothing. And then they started adding all these quests. And finally, the last quest was, like, a heist, right? I think it was either, like, a bank robbery or a train heist or something like that. And so you would have to go through this whole quest line with other people, mind you. So if you were playing by yourself, like, you had to, like, matchmake for all of this stuff just to get one heist. And it was like that for months, and it was terrible. And so that's when I stopped playing. And now it's a completely different game. It's like night and day different. And so it's like GTA 5 Online. Like, I was there when GTA Online launched, you know? I was one of the OGs the day it launched. Dove in there and couldn't matchmake the first race because they had so many issues with optimization. Actually, that wasn't even optimization, it was server load. So many issues with that. Are you not going to let me build there? That's fine. Go ahead and harvest this corpse. Gotta love the blood effects that they've recently updated in this game. I know I missed one. It's funny. We've done all of this so far, and we haven't even gotten to half of the base yet. Like, we just have so much to do on this one. Love that. I love these big builds like this. You know? Like, not trying to sound like Sir Mix-a-Lot, but I love big bases, and I cannot lie. Well, now I want to... My brain's sitting here just like, oh, parody those lyrics. Did you guys see that Weird Al Yankovic movie with Daniel Radcliffe? Which is like the greatest thing ever. That Harry Potter is now in a mockumentary about Weird Al Yankovic's life. Amazing. Love that. It's pretty good too. I enjoyed it. Then again, I was I shouldn't say big Weird Al fan growing up, but I certainly enjoyed his music. Man. This is when it gets annoying, is when you actually have to, like, destroy resources. I thought... See, normally I kind of get rid of some of the settings that make this take so much longer. But, like... Yeah, no. Decided to keep most of it default on this playthrough, I guess. Nope. I was already flying. There we go. I actually kind of have a fun idea for how I want to set this up. I almost want to keep... We'll see. We'll see if that plays out. Oh, come on. Should be able to build right over this. There we go. I've always felt like this was, again, one of the more satisfying games to build in. It's like everything from the sound design to like everything else just is so perfect for this. So let's see, we're doing Conan today. What do we want to do tomorrow? Might do my diplomacy is not an option stream tomorrow. I have to figure out how to get that game installed though. When we signed up, or when we agreed to the developer to do that one, they sent over the code, and then they also sent over a bunch of instructions on how to get the most recent beta build to play. So I need to figure that one out, which shouldn't take long. You guys know me, I say that all the time, and it sometimes takes fucking long. So there you go. Oh man, we've almost finished the back half here. Coming together. Yeah, you can't really do that one with the ing at the end of it, can you? Not only doesn't sing that well, but it also means something completely different. I love how chaotic laying foundation in this game looks. Almost. There we go. Yeah, you used to not be able to do this. They used to have it where you had to like spawn in every single one of the bricks that you wanted. So if I wanted to do something like this, I'd have to spawn in like 10,000 like stone blocks. And so I'm very, very grateful that they added a creative mode. And I think that base building games, it should be kind of the requirement at this point to have a base building, or excuse me, to have a creative mode kind of just as part of your game design, just simply because of the amount of people that are really super into base building. I feel like it's just a requirement, or it should be at least. All right, let's go ahead and... All right, let's at least finish this area. So this will be the line that will stop everything at. So we'll do this clean. Okay. Just gonna close it out. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go all the way to the top with this area. There's gonna be a couple like areas that like dip down a little bit, so I gotta remember to leave a couple of those around. Don't want to just have a massive flat plane to build on, you know? Which I know sounds weird, but when you're building something this big, if it's too flat, it's like uncanny and it's really, really weird. Whereas if you can actually like size it properly and proportionately, and you have like different levels, it actually looks kind of right. And so learned that mistake with a couple of the bases that we've done in Conan before. Oops. All right, slow down, going way too fast here. Got it. All right, so now we just got to fill this in. This, I think, is going to be one of those areas that we're going to have divot down. So instead of going all the way up, we'll have this one drop down 1, maybe 2 spaces. Yeah, let's look. Let's have it drop down 2. Don't know what we'll have inside of this area, but that way we can kind of just have some fun with it. Oops. Come on. Really? You're not going to let me put anything there? That's so silly. Like, I can put it over the rock, but I can't put anything there. Like, latch it onto that. That's ridiculousness. Might as well clear these out while we're here. Okay. Okay. Back to building out. As I said, we'll be lucky if we get the foundation done on this one, on this stream. Which is how a base build goes in Conan. A good one takes forever. And when you actually have to farm your own resources, when you're not in creative mode, oh, does it take ages. Like, yeah, you can automate pretty much every side of the building in this, except for the physical placement of stuff. But, like, you can have your thralls, also known as slaves, you can have all of them do, like, all of the legwork for you. And so, yeah. It's a fun game. I highly recommend it. If you've never checked it out and you're into base building, this is, again, I've called it Minecraft, like RPG Minecraft, basically, because that's really kind of what it is. There's just so much to do in terms of just building where you can build whatever you want. What's going on here? Something ain't right here. Something got messed up here. Yeah, something really got messed up here. There we go. All right, fixed. Ooh, where were those getting added? It's always scary when you hear the noise and then you don't see anything. So yeah, let's sneak in here real quick and make sure that this isn't getting, like, destroyed. Not destroyed, but definitely put some extra foundation pieces in. Random piece of floor too. Alright, how we looking now? Not bad. This one actually retained really well. Go check the other one while we're still waiting. Let's see here. Just one? Oh, no, a couple over here too. I'm kind of excited for these rooms. I think these are going to be really cool rooms. These like ones that give you these window access. We'll have to find some fun ways to connect all of those rooms together after we get the bulk of the building done. Okay. So that's where the wall is right there. So we don't want to have any more frames or foundations go through that. So I said that I was going to have this be too low, but I need to actually do some measuring with some staircases to see if that's going to be too much. We'll find out. Okay. Let's do this. Oops. There's the button I'm looking for. And then stairs. Okay. That's right. There's no inverted corners. But there's a way to make it look right. I just have to remember what that way is. Nope, that ain't it. Why am I not remembering this right now? Alright, well here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and put some slopes in it for these inner corners, which is not the best looking, but it'll at least keep the same aesthetic. You know what? I don't even want to put the corner step in because that wouldn't look right. So that means that it would be this, but that looks stupid. Okay, let's get another piece of roof. Storm glass. Where's the storm glass? There it is. Come on. There we go. Alright, that at least looks like I tried. So we'll take that. Then this one on the innard. So yeah, this will work with two. I was worried it was going to be too small, but it shouldn't be. Yeah, this is fine. It's got 4 in the middle by whatever it's going to be. So yeah, this will work just great. All right, so now let's go ahead and get the rest of these pieces in place. And I'm thinking this is where we'll do like the religious and human sacrifices and stuff like that. Those always just seem appropriate in pits, right? Sacrifices are always done on pits or mountains. I don't think I've ever heard of a sacrifice being done at like ground level. Okay. Love this. Looks like a little outdoor theater kind of thing. It's going to be fun to play with. Alright, what's this, a maelstrom running on? Yeah. So there's these maelstroms that roll in on the Isle. There's like dust storms and sandstorms on the Exile lands, but then when you get to the Isle, there's these maelstroms that come in, and they are really cool when you actually have to like worry about them. But in creative mode, you don't, so they just look pretty. I just put another piece inside of here. Take this out real fast and get back to it. Have been getting the itch to get back into some more Project Zomboid too. That's a game that we played a fair amount of for like a week straight, and then I just stopped bothering with it because there were just so many other things that we wanted to get done. But yeah, that's a fun game. It's definitely one that I want to revisit. Keep building our very simple base that we have like 6 pieces of flooring for. And also I want to check out some of the mods for Project Zomboid too. It's a lot of fun ones. I think one of the coolest ones on there, it sounds so silly when you say it out loud, but if you know what Project Zomboid is, it makes sense that it's one of the cooler mods that you can get. But, well, there's 2. Okay, there's 2. Number 1 is horses. Like, to be able to ride a horse around as opposed to having to find a car with, like, a working engine and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's a big part of it. And then the other part of it, the other, like, really cool mod that I want to check out, there's one mod for Zomboid that starts you 2 weeks before the apocalypse, or you might be able to pick your time, but I think the streamer that I saw, they said 2 weeks. And so for 2 weeks, you determine what your life is like, which is 14 in-game days is a long time in Project Zomboid. And so you can use it to like go to the store and like get some skill books or like stuff like that. I don't know if you can like interact with NPCs or anything like that. But like there's some mods that I really want to check out in Zomboid. Don't know where that one went, but alright. No. You know what? I shouldn't be flying. Should just be doing it like this. It's so much easier to do when you're not flying. But when you're working on something this big, flying makes it fun. So we're almost done with the framing or the foundation of 50% of the base. I'm trying to make it bigger than the mountain fortress, the Black Ice Mountain Fortress we did on this channel. Because that was it was the first video that we did that was like an unveiling of a mega base, if you will. And it performed alright, you know. But either way, I want to do it bigger than the other 2 Conan bases that we have on our channel. Because the Mountaintop Monastery is massive. It's probably the biggest base in terms of just amount of pieces, but I didn't like the aesthetics of the big mountain like temple area. I didn't like that. I love the monasteries that we were building, but the big blocky temple did not like that. Somebody on Reddit even called it a blocky monstrosity. I was like, yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see that. So this, I want to make it bigger than that one. But also functional and aesthetically pleasing. Gotta love the Maelstrom in this game. Okay. All the driftwood floating by as it gets closer. So cool. It's a small part of me that doesn't want to do the other half of this base at the same level. Once, like, I kind of want to have a level shift and take it down a little bit. We shall see. But alright, so that's everything covered. If you're just joining us, the holes are rooms that are in the floor. Welcome back, Dill. Good to see you. So we have rooms built into the floors. But yeah, so that's about half the base foundationally. You know what? This could be the entrance. And then we can do multiple levels here. So we'll go here. This will save me a little bit of time so I can try to finish the foundation by tonight. See how high we want to take this. Yeah, we'll do it like this. We'll do 2 short. So this one is only going to be this high from all the way back there. And we'll like even it out a little bit, I guess. And then here, how low can we go without like being under? All right, so it looks like we'll be able to do it like this. So that means we're going to get rid of all of this. Yeah, Dill, I'm actually excited to see your Japanese base when you get that done. That's something that we were talking about doing a long time ago with Base Legend. But there's a lot of people in our community who post like pictures of what they're building in Sons of the Forest and other games. And so we were talking about doing like monthly competitions. Oh, don't like that. Am I going too low? I'm going too low. I went too low. Okay, that's my fault. But we were talking about in the Discord doing monthly competitions where like I'll name a style of a base and you guys have to build one in like 48 hours or something like that. And then we'll have the community vote on who's got the best designs. I think that would be a lot of fun. And like winner gets like a Steam gift card or something like that. Almost there. Okay. So this is going to be the front entrance of the base. Check out the thing you said in the General Games channel. Hang on. When? You are not building a mountain build again? That sounds about right. Or are you saying the I am dead inside line? Because, yeah, mountain builds in Sons of the Forest, they are brutal. The membership temple is like that, which actually reminds me, I need to, man, see, there's so much on this channel that I still want to get done. But, like, the membership temple, I need to finish making those changes. And I do want to make shorts for each one of our members when they become members. And there's also a membership video that I need to make. Man, I'm just remembering all sorts of things that I need to be making. All right, you, little deer, die. Ah, you can't run away. You're stuck in my base. Ha 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 ha. Sucks to be you, little deer. They're not supposed to run away from me, which is weird. They're supposed to just stand there and take it. Got him. Okay, get rid of that. And then, yeah, let's just get rid of these trees while we're hanging out here, too. I'm going to have to scroll up and check it out later then, because I'm not seeing it. But it's all good. It is all good. Jay actually sent me a video today that we're going to be posting on the channel this week. Fun little video. I'm not entirely, I don't even remember the name of the game. It's like Monkey Island or something like that. But yeah, that's something that I do want to get back to, is doing more long form videos. But Jay and I are focusing on the other channel right now, building up some revenues over there so we can kick back a little bit more often. We're almost there. I really want to get the foundation done before I call it on this stream. Just wait the next way, or let's try that in English. That way, the next time I play Conan, it's just like we're ready to play, you know? Man, what's going to be funny is there's going to be a wall up at the top, right? So what I'm doing right now is I'm creating these different levels, but they're also going to have walls, and so the walls are all going to need to be uniform heights to look right, which means that on that first tier, there's going to be a wall that's going to be like 10 tiles high or something ridiculous. So it's part of it. When we say mega, we mean mega. I was also thinking about switching up a lot of the different times that I'm streaming, because like I stream pretty much at the exact same time every day, or every time that I stream rather. And so I was thinking about kind of alternating around a little bit, having some fun picking up different audiences and talking to new people. Not that I don't enjoy our current community, but love the growth that we were having back in August. Would love to find a way to get more of that. We did 150 some odd subscribers in August. And so yeah, definitely a lot of fun stuff happened. So I almost feel like on part of this I need to do it a little bit differently. And instead of it being 2, it just should be 1. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I almost feel bad for deleting a lot of this stuff, but it's super easy to add stuff back in this game, so we'll just do it. Okay. What happened? Oh. Man. Did the maelstrom go away? Is that what it is? Pretty sure that's what that means. As I said, I know a lot about like the exiled lands in this game and like the lore behind them and a lot of the different bosses, but I know next to nothing about the Isle. Seems cool. Like there's a lot of cool lore here and a lot of cool bosses and stuff like that too, and dungeons. But like if I'm being 100% honest, I don't know anything about the lore here and like what is supposed to even be happening. All right, I'm looking at the clock. There's no way that I am going to get this whole foundation done in the next few minutes here. What is going on there? You should not be like this. What is happening? Why are you being silly? Don't be silly. There we go. All right, you're trapped in there, so be trapped. What? What? See, I shouldn't be... He shouldn't be able to run from me like this. Haha, you're stuck. let's get back over here, clear out this final area. See how much of this we can build in just a couple minutes. Figure if I just destroy all the resources now, I'm not going to have to deal with them like I have been. Because like it's 50-50 if it's going to allow you to do it or not. So just get rid of them. Avoid that headache. Alright. Let's get this foundation done. Get rid of you. You're not part of this. It's silly, but I have found that to be one of the most effective methods of building in this game. Just start randomly placing stuff and then go back in and fill your hole, fill the holes of the game. That to me is one of the most efficient ways of laying out the foundation in Conan, because otherwise it just gets very, I don't know, it gets dull. This at least changes the screen and it keeps my interest. Getting there. Okay, almost. Got a lot of it so far. Just gotta keep going. I think I might be setting some outside here. Yeah, just a couple. Not a big deal. Oh, I forgot to add the emojis. But Jason over the folder of emojis for me to add to YouTube chat. And so members are going to be able to use the fun custom emojis that we use in Discord on the channel chat soon. So like Lil and those ridiculous pictures of me that you guys make. All that fun stuff. I do like the base Jesus that you guys made of my face. I thought that was fun. And funny. Alright, almost done with this area. What time is it? Got like a minute left in the scheduled time. Gonna just finish this area out. Oh man, I'm so close to just getting the whole thing done. I do love, as I think I've said this like 2 or 3 times at this point, but I do love building in this game because when you build in Conan Exiles, it's super satisfying and rewarding because it takes forever to build something of this size. And I appreciate that. I always have, at least. Alright, I'm going to actually cut this off because it's just one. I think I just put something inside of that. Whatever, I'll fix it. Yeah, let's go up like that. So that way it cuts straight off. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to like do the math about how long it would take me to finish this last little bit of foundation. Because again, it would be cool if I could just like launch into this next time and just start actually building structure as opposed to a massive foundation. Almost done. Get these last straggling pieces here. Boom. Want to keep that little divot? Yeah, we'll keep that little divot. That might make a little outbuilding or something. Two seconds. Alright, looks like my kid's still napping. So that means I'm going to go just a couple more minutes here so we can finish this area. Just this area on the last little bit of foundation here. Oh, you're going to make things difficult for me. Nope. Not what I meant to do. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's right. If you have something equipped, you can't add something to replace it on the hotbar. Yeah. Which I guess is smart. If you're in combat, you don't want to have your weapons just removed from you, right? So I guess that's smart. All right, so just a few more minutes and we'll have all of the foundation done. Talk about laying some brick down. This was a serious one. That's a building game that I'll probably stream eventually because it's just a super fun game to play. But Lego Worlds, like where you can literally build whatever out of Lego bricks. Yeah, that's a fun game. I'll probably stream that in the future. Okay, there's one level. Let's go to the next. Doing this one a little bit more organized than the others. Just to kind of, I don't know, I'm going to actually, I should time it to see which way is quicker. My chaotic way that I do, or doing it with a little bit more structure like this. I'll be honest with you, after just doing this for a couple minutes, I think that this is the way to go. Okay. Boom. And next level. 4 more levels. Why did I do that? Oops. Not yet. I want to do it all properly. Come on. Almost there. Just 3 levels left. Yeah, that can stay. That'll be where we start the next level. Getting there. almost there. And then what? We got 2 levels left. See, this, if by getting all this done now, the next time I stream Conan, it'll actually be rewarding, fun, satisfying building instead of just me clicking the same block down to over and over again. Alright, so we should be able to do 2 from here. See? Works out perfectly. Just gotta take your time with it. And then now we got this gorgeous, gorgeous base set up. Nope, too high. Thought that was like a flying spaceship or something at first, but no, that's just the arrow right on that brick. It's like, whoa, did they add aliens to Conan? Be crazy. There's so many games that like they could do something crazy like that, like add aliens. And because I don't focus on the storyline or plot or anything like that, I'd never know. Like, I don't know. I'm one of those people who like skips cutscenes in Grand Theft Auto games and stuff like that, even if I've never seen them. Like towards the end of the game, typically is what I'm talking about. When there's like, you just want to get through the story missions, you know, and like beat the game. That's when I've skipped plenty of Grand Theft Auto cutscenes. Which I know is like sacrilegious to people, but sometimes you just want to get to the actual game, right? What's going on here? Why are we being unable to... Okay. I was going to say. It was really weird. Alright, look at this. We are almost there with our foundation. Couple more bricks here. Whew. Come on now. Last few. For some reason, every time they always give me a little bit of issue, but it looks like this is pretty clean. There it is. All right, so that's the foundation of our next base. Just the foundation. Which, not bad. Not bad at all. Here's where it's going to get interesting though. Because I'm curious about how these stairs are going to work and look on this mountain. Okay, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. I already kind of have a vision for how I want the stairs to look here. But there you go. All right, so now we got a foundation. Everything's accessible. We're just building some quick access to get from point A to B on the foundation. Love that. Okay. And let's get a bedroll. Like, I guess we didn't really need, like, we don't need a bedroll or anything, but it just makes things so much better. There it is. Rawhide bedroll. And, I mean, I guess, like, I don't need it because I'm playing in creative mode, but it prevents you from having to, like, restart at the spawn location. Here, we'll sleep in our little pit here. There we go. All right, y'all. Well, this is where I'm going to be calling it. Thank you guys, as always, for hanging out with me here at Base Legend. And tomorrow, what did I say we were going to do tomorrow? I said we were going to do something. I might do Diplomacy is Not an Option. That might be what we're streaming tomorrow. developer reached out to us, and they were so kind. They were like, "Here's a code. Play our game, please." And I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to play your game. That sounds super fun." All right, let me go ahead and do. I don't think I've actually put the trailer for Conan in a watch list yet. Hang on one sec. Do. Sorry, I have like kid music stuck in my head. Perks of having a kid, right? All right, y'all. Well, you know how I do. I'm gonna go ahead and put the trailer up for maybe like a little while today, or a little while. Not many people chatting, so I won't do it for long.
First,
they took your family.
and your riches.
Sorry, funny trailer in my mind.
Then they took your health
All right, y'all.
and your pride.
Well, thank you all for hanging out with me. My name's Kevin. This is Base Legend.
Finally,
We build bases and games.
they left you
And
to
so, come on back tomorrow, and we'll build another base in a game.
die. What will you do,
Yeah.
exile?
Pretty
when
much.
There is nothing left but to live or die.
All right. Sorry, just putting up a little away message here. But, all right, y'all. You have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Now that you've chosen, what will you become? First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die? Now that you've chosen, what will you become? First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die? Now that you've chosen, what will you become? First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die? Now that you've chosen, what will you become? First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die? Now that you've chosen, what will you become? First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die? Now that you've chosen, what will you become? First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die? Now that you've chosen, what will you become? First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die?